actor, but he was like really hot.
What?
I don't know who that RT guy was on your last watch party stream, but
Oh,
he was really hot, bro.
I think he was kind of shit. I hope he dies.
Damn. A Chicken Board fan, I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Me and
Welcome
my friend
stream.
just got. I'm
Yep,
back.
we're back. We're dying on the inside. Oh yeah. We're gonna finish off the Steve the Clone Trooper season 2 with the final arc of the season, Revenge of the Sith, which may or may not be getting a I wouldn't say remaster, but just a re-release. You have been at this all day.
Yes.
How long have I been doing this? We started earlier, we stopped, and we're just gonna watch the last 3 episodes because my God, I didn't realize watching all of season
What's
2 is
that?
like over like 3 hours long. What was that?
I said this is going on for so long.
Yeah.
I am ready when you are.
Okay, I'm at 0-0.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Music. I will say this though. I do feel bad because I do use footage from someone else's project in the opening scene for this.
Yeah,
Because
didn't like my.
I I do I do credit him in the credits, but I guess
Yes.
they're still like, wow, that's mean. You stole the footage. I wouldn't say stole. I downloaded the footage maybe like 2 years before I made this episode because I'm like, oh, that's cool looking. Um, it only had like 2,000 views. So I'm like, my series is small. I can get away with this and just use this.
It blew up.
Yeah. Um, yeah. See all this. This is my shit. If
I
only.
know what this is from.
Yeah. And what's bad is I
What
went to
this
that
from?
video
I've
and
seen
people were
this
like,
video.
"Whoa, did you know this is in Cool Guy's video?" And the guy's like, "Yes, I know." And he seems disappointed. And I'm like, "It's like you could have asked." I'm like, "Oh, I feel like shit." That's why I disabled monetization for this episode because I actually felt bad. Yes, Iris Brindlevein is actually in these. Um, when I do my New Revenge of the Sith, I want to try and make my own version of this.
That'd be
While
cool.
also uh, not showing it at the same time. I'll probably do like a shot or two, but I'm gonna focus more on the cut in and out because this during this part is gonna be like the opening of the Siege of Mandalore, so it's not gonna really show too
Yeah.
much
So are you gonna do like the whole movie, or are you just gonna do like nitbits?
of which whole movie.
Revenge of the Sith, because you
Oh,
said yeah.
so I'm basically taking a lot of the footage from this and then just like putting it all together and adding new scenes
Okay.
while also changing some stuff that's like fucks with the new canon. Yeah, look at all this footage that I feel bad about stealing now.
How many views does this have?
A lot.
Yeah, you would have made it 69. You would have made a decent amount of money off of that for
Yep.
YouTube at least.
Yep.
I love this sequence.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna do the newer one because everyone loved the
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith episode, so we'll do a better one. Because half Revenge of the Sith isn't monetized because the next episode got demonetized because I
Fucking
used
Hilda.
no not that it's just because of it music was copyrighted because I used the fucking Jedi Temple March theme and that was
Oh.
bad. So I just need to find a copyright safe version or just because it was during that it was literally the whole episode was fine. It was just that last second where Anakin's marching up the Jedi Temple steps.
I remember I watched this like 2 years ago. This is so
I
nostalgic.
haven't
Yeah,
watched this one in a good while.
it's the first time I'm finishing. I like watch. I rewatch Drug Warfare every now and then, but I don't really watch this season that much.
A 501st, yeah. At least the Emerald actually dies good. I'll say that. And so we can actually see Gary in action finally, which is cool.
Um,
Because when you think about it, he didn't really. He shows up at the end of Devastation. He doesn't show up in the Grey Jedi, so there you go. I definitely plan on showing him in 79's Part 2, so you'll get to see him.
I was wondering, like, with that yet again, you said that didn't take place to like
What was that? You're like
take place.
mumbling.
Sorry, my microphone's low. Turn it up. I said, yeah, you were like, you said Gary didn't show up in the first part of 79 because it took place during the early part of
Yeah,
season 2.
so 79's Part 2 is going to take place like after the Devastation arc, so you're going to get to see him.
Yeah. Well, we'll fix it, I think.
And the Bad Batch again, you'll get to see Echo this time, since he'll be part of the squad. Last time I seen these episodes, same here, because I watch them once when they like appear, and I rarely go back because I like watch them a shit ton when I'm editing them to make sure it's all right.
Oh, that's cool, Bullhead. You got a 3D printer. He's gonna make
That's
a
cool.
public vehicles.
I want a 3D printer.
Oh, this is a badass scene.
Cool. This scene took forever to make. I like had to recreate the entire fight
The
in like
Dooku jump.
a really jank way. Do I even show the Dooku jump? I think I kind
Yeah, you did. Yeah, right here.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I forgot that I actually did that. I thought I would have cut it because I'm lazy as shit. I kind of like it because I'm doing my Matt Lanner voice, so it's kind of like interesting hearing a Clone War style version of some of those lines instead of "I was about to say that," and
Angsty Anakin.
where it's more like Matt Lanner's like, "My powers have doubled since the last time we met." So, "My powers have doubled since the last time we met."
Matt Lanner, I don't know why. Matt Lanner sounds so much better than
He just sounds.
Hayden.
I love his voice. It sounds
Yeah.
so much more kind of heroic sounding.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there
might
he
just
goes.
be
He got
biased because I love the
yeeted.
Clone Wars. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh no, Obi-Wan's dead. Notice how that just skipped very fast. It's just that whole sequence was just like slightly faster because it's just I could not. This episode was already a nightmare enough to make.
Okay, I'm back. I had to get a hoodie. It's fucking freezing in here.
Oh, he came back just at the right part. Oh no.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
R.I.P. Dooku. Kill him.
Count Doo-Doo.
Kill him.
Get him down. A lot of breathing here.
The fucking blank stares of the Clone Wars styled faces.
Bro, Palpatine. Bro, I remember that. You remember that Clone Wars or Lego advert for when Palpatine was like alive? That Lego, like the Lego Star Wars, the Clone Wars Palpatine.
Oh yeah.
And it was that advert when he was alive. It scared the shit out of me as a kid.
I like how I just kind of used these faces because I'm like, it's the Clone Wars. I don't have too many of the live action ones, so might as well. Since the whole thing's designed to be inspired by the Clone Wars, so I just use the Clone Wars styled faces.
Everyone hates on like all of them, but the only one that looks bad is Dooku's and Palpatine's, in my opinion, and Obi-Wan's.
Yeah, they're not great, and I like how there's some with the realistic faces like these characters. So it's just super jarring and weird.
Someone in my chat asked if you're going to do a live action Clone Trooper.
No. Yeah, super practical, Gary. Spin around in a circle.
Question: how hard was the scene to make Cool Guy? Someone in my chat asked.
I don't remember. I just remember it just being challenging. Just when it's just an average fight, so just have them shoot at people back and forth, cut. I think the hardest scene this episode was honestly the Dooku fight, because I had like my iPad, then I had my phone next to me, and literally with that scene, I would just keep on pausing and replaying it, make sure I got it exactly. This is all going to be different in the new Revenge of the Sith right here. This is all going to be different.
Already there.
Yep, that's why. So I'm going to have them on holograms.
This is like for the second time we see Guri in the whole series.
Yeah. So you mentioned that in your original watch. Ender, yay.
I got
Yep,
3 viewers in my chat.
I
Wow.
have 8. I have less than I had last time, surprisingly.
Yeah, you have like 30 to 40 years,
Yeah.
and it's what like 7-ish for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to the new Avengers. Yeah, it's gonna be neat. I'm curious to see how it goes. I just started writing a scene for it last night, which was a scene featuring Darth Maul. So I'm curious to see now that like we actually know what happens in Clone Wars and a slightly in Bad Batch. I want to make a newer version that's more canon that fits in with the Clone Wars canon.
Well, last watch. Oh, I love this character, by the way.
Jedi
Jedi.
Master Soon Bates
Yes, I love him.
is fucking great because I found out this is a character in Legends and his whole name, the whole joke of his name is because his name is Master Bates, Master Soon Bates. I'm like, I need a Jedi for this scene so they can just kill him. And I found out that name like a while back, and I'm like, fuck it, Master Bates. That's a character Disney will never bring back, so why not? Are you gonna add more commanders in the reshoots like Bakar or Rex? Rex will be in it. Bakar, yeah, I can totally put him in like a hologram. All right, next
That
episode.
was quick.
That was a short one. This one
Yeah.
is my favorite out of the arc. This one's a long one,
Oh,
and I
it's when
because
you kill like.
I love, yeah, this is the sad one that everyone hates me for. But this one, so good. So good. And I love it because this one's the most separated for Revenge of the Sith, where it shows no footage from the movie except for the end. Because I'm like, I want to
I
show their perspective during what's happening during the movie. And I'll kind of
the
go into
minimum.
it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Because originally
This
when
has
I
been fun.
first started it, like back in like 2015, my whole thing for the movie was I wanted to have Steve and Bob like interact in all of the events of the movie. That's why like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and um, what's it called, Return of the Jedi. They were all, oh fuck, that's the 3:30. One person's like, how'd you predict that? I'm like, they've said it many times about this. Cause like, oh, that didn't happen until 2020. Nope, we knew about the Siege of Mandalore prior. But anyways, because they were like, Steve and Bob were always constantly in the like in the fights or in the forefront. But this one, I'm like, no, take them out. I want them to be their side of the movie different, and that's kind of like what they did for Clone Wars. So I think it's cool. And this scene, damn, like, oh look, they all think they're gonna have a life after the war.
Gary's still an asshole. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, and you're dead.
Everyone in this shot is fucking dead at one point. Also, have you noticed how in this episode Bob has different legs?
Yeah.
Wanna know why?
Why?
There's this thing I like to jokingly call the Bob curse with all of my Bob minifigures. All of their
Mhm.
legs get super loose after a while. My original Scout Trooper Bob's legs are unusable anymore. He will just not hold up, and by this point, the other ones were unusable. How floppy they are, so I had to buy a new one. And the parts didn't come in, so I was like, "Fuck it." He's just got normal Clone Trooper legs now.
I actually kind of think it looks better.
It looks neat. It's different.
Oh, there we go. Slip there.
After that part, you're gonna get a cut to Siege of Mandalore because that's gonna be a part of the parts where there's a cut. Like I said, I've already been playing out like some new cuts and stuff where I want to do it.
Yeah, promise I won't scream when Thimeron dies.
Why did I even bother trying?
This animation's really good. The camera quality and
Yeah,
everything.
I knew this episode was gonna be an important one, so I wanted to make sure it looked good.
Mm. No, I don't want to play Jack and Box with you right now. Jackbox with you right now. I'm streaming with cool guy.
No
Yeah,
way. This has got only like a half an hour left.
Yeah.
Also, first appearance of paid off with the cape because I was experimenting with that for its design for the next season. And I'm like, wow,
And
this
it's one
actually
of
look.
the.
And I'm like, that actually looks really cool. I'm gonna put it in Revenge of the Sith because why not? he
It's those
survives getting
flashy
stabbed,
capes
so he
too.
gets a new cape because why not? And honestly, it's such a cool look. I wish I came up with it earlier in the series.
I think it fits it for Wizard of because everyone got like a new outfit kind
Yeah.
of. Especially Bob. Yeah, well, I didn't think about it. Bob got new legs. Adolf
Hey,
gets a cape.
yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. So they all get their Revenge of the Sith looks. And I like it. It's cool.
I like how Lego kept, the fleshy capes, like the meshy
Oh
capes.
yeah.
They they made those for like 2 sets, and then was like, yeah, let's go back to the old cape design.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was the squishy one, and that came with like
Yeah.
Bear's Offie. But I found one of like the classic style ones, and I already have it on my figure that I have in my display.
Hey,
I'm
bored of
glad
some new
I'm
capes.
glad I didn't kill off Haydoff because this episode would have been really different. It was if it was just TX1000 as the main antagonist. This is cool.
Also, thank you, Chris. I wrote a script while you were gone
Oh,
for an
nice.
episode.
His cape from the Complete
Was
Saga
involving.
video. Yep, 501st because that's when we came up with the idea way before this episode came out. Because we come up with ideas way before videos come out.
Yeah, that Commander Cody, the thing we were talking about. I got that in the
Oh,
script.
nice. Yeah, you can make it because God knows I don't have the time for that anymore. This fight was
Yeah.
so cool. The battle of Dantooine. One of the last big battles for Receive the Clone Trooper.
Where everyone dies.
Where everyone fucking dies. You're pretty much screwed.
Oh, well, that's comforting.
Hey, Iris, look at you. There you go.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Bro, Bob has gotten shot so many
Bob
times.
gets shot. He's got ARC Trooper armor. He's got that extra.
Yeah.
Fucking guy gets run over by a hailfire, because why not?
Gets shot in the eyeball.
I call the background's just fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. That game was so good for background screenshots.
Yeah, I know. Cause
I used
I
it so
remember-
many times. Because, like,
That's not good.
I would need green screen shots, and like Google Image just was not working, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go in video games and use it. I've used Red Dead, Battlefront 2, and I'm sure there's one more game.
Battlefield 1.
Oh yeah, Battlefield 1. Yeah, for that one part. Freaking,
For the trench
what's it
scenes
called?
in that movie.
If we ever get around to watching, what's it called? Last Hope. That one's such a good one. That one just uses so many green screen backgrounds.
You sent me all of them because I needed them for a scene.
Yeah.
All of you guys' plans just insane? Most of the time.
Most of the time.
So when Gary starts like, yeah, these guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You get out of the squad. I
I
need to
think we're
order
gonna get the Dan
Peter's
back.
Cauldron.
For ambush. Yeah. Honestly, because for 5 hours, because Nintendo Dantooine is just like rural farmland area, that's why I just used a background from Red Dead Redemption 2, just like a field.
Yes, sir.
And here's the sad part that everyone was just genuinely sad about. And I'm glad I did this scene good.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of droids.
Music cuts and you're like,
Give me
oh
a second,
fuck.
I want to look at the
Skies.
live chat for this part. Hold on. Let's see everyone's reaction. Well, this was 3 years ago. Damn. It's
Yeah.
making me feel old.
I'm so proud of this because
Yes.
he fucking
Don't
does.
kill something.
Wait, Demeron, what are you
Because
doing?
you were saying he could have ran, but they would have bust down that door and already killed them. Shoots the door, logs, so they can't go through.
All your chats wanted to kill yourselves.
No!
It still hurts. This is such a good death scene.
Dang. I had to get that extra headshot.
Yeah, fucking command droids are ruthless. Just execute them.
Oh, my girlfriend's watching the screen. She's like, I recognize that immediately. The Red Dead stuff. She's obsessed with Red Dead.
Nice.
Lieutenant Slethrow, please copy. The mission's lost. We can't afford to lose any more men.
Jedi Master.
You're right, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Chris. Every time I watch this episode, that's all I'm gonna think about when I see this character.
Oh yeah. I genuinely like, because I haven't seen this in a while. I'm like, they called for evacuation. Fuck. I didn't realize that the battle goes so bad that they actually called for evac, because they would have just left. And then their evacs, their ships get shot down because they're just screwed.
He could have survived, but I don't know. I think this fits his death. He also didn't have a related.
He was ambushed by droids. There's nowhere he can go.
No, I'm talking about
There has to be another way.
because someone was like in your live chat in the live stream, they were like, he could survive this, and I was like, no.
And I like this. He actually knows about Lucky. Held that secret.
Big throwback to season 1.
Yeah, definitely, Blitzen. We'll see each other again, I promise.
Goodbye, my friends. See you soon, guys.
Goodbye, fam.
No!
God, that gives me chills.
Lieutenant Slethrow, our gunship was shot down.
Ours was shot down too. You know the tentacle and gunship pickup. The Severus have the skies on lockdown. We have to finish the fight if we want to get out of here.
Understood, Lieutenant. Come on, get over it, you two. The only way we're gonna get off this plane is if we finish the mission.
Gary actually being right.
He is right.
For what he's done.
Yeah.
Come on.
No one wants to admit it, but he's right.
Prepare a droid gunship to hunt down the survivors.
El Ritos is a damn Skywalker. Yes.
Like, Jesus, Adolf isn't like holding back this episode. It's one of the episodes where he just genuinely feels like an intimidating villain. Because he's like, you bitches, you stabbed me in the chest, I'm gonna kill every last one of you.
They don't know he's alive yet, do they?
No, they know Adolf's alive. Because
Oh, no.
they even mentioned it. They're like, Bob, you threw a knife at his chest. He's like, how was I supposed to know? He looked pretty dead to me.
Alright, like I said, I've seen these too many, everything starts to mesh together.
It's him.
Give me the chance. Oh shit, my phone.
If possible, order our forces to capture him and his mental friend Steve.
Oh, you're up to 16 viewers.
Nice. Look at that. Fucking Adolf wants to kill Bob himself because he's evil.
Oh my god, my cat just knocked over my Tie Fighter. What the hell?
Damn, we're divided. Steve, continue along the main path. We'll regroup later. Understood.
This is a really animated scene. Every scene in this episode is just amazingly executed. Good
Yeah.
job, Chris. Round of applause.
God, I'm so proud of this episode. Ah, it's been so long since I've watched this one. I forgot how good it is.
I remember I thought Ender was about to die in this episode because they were all surrounded.
Well, like, literally everyone else dies, so it
Yeah.
would make sense why people would be worried. I kill off 2 of the main cast, so.
No, he just loses an arm.
Fucking still, you're like, Jesus.
This and the drug warfare is probably one of the most graphic episodes.
What about Bob?
No sign of him, sir. We believe he's somewhere still.
Doesn't give a shit about Steve.
Very well. I'll be there shortly.
Little cave flap, love that. He should not even be able to stand. He should be in so much shock.
Lieutenant Vane.
Lieutenant Vane, we have a situation. Your second in command, Captain Ender, suffered severe injuries. Is he okay? At the moment,
No, he lost an arm. I don't think he's okay, but
Yeah.
Keep pushing
I
them
also think
back.
you could have acted that scene better, but then again, this is like 2 years ago. I don't know how old you were at the time, if you're still in the chat.
Here, we got him on the run.
This scene's so cool. Then the hyena bombers just start bombing the area.
Get
this
the
reminds
cover
me of World
now.
War II.
Yeah, using the air raid sirens.
Yeah.
Show no base. Come on. Okay, you don't look so good.
General
Um,
It's not funny.
That's
but
why I kept
yeah,
on saying General
every
Bates, so I don't have to
yeah,
say
Dylan,
Master
so glad
Bates.
getting through that.
time, every
least-
time I hear that, every time I hear his name, that's all I think about. Now,
At least
Chris.
it's- that sounds
My
better
voice
than-
sounds different from them. It's not that.
I like the scene.
strong.
This is bullshit character we just find out last episode. You're like, oh, at least he's got some development. Then he just gets executed. But I'm proud of the Order 6016 scene. You know, I showed it in the trailer, which I probably shouldn't have. But then again, that was like when I didn't have any views. I'm like, I want to market this season. Order 66.
Execute Order 66.
It will be done, my lord.
See? Comes a mindless drone, so it's similar to Bad Batch. And I like that little detail with handshaking, like he doesn't want to do it.
Good soldiers follow orders.
And then he gets PTSD for the rest of his life.
Yeah. See, mindless drone, he's not knowing what he's doing.
Dead. Shot.
No, not him too.
Where's Steve at?
Captain Ennis said he's been captured and is being held in the break.
Here's my reasoning
We
for
have to
why
go
maybe,
rescue him. Come on.
because I know, so like, why do the other clones? They're in the middle of a battle, they're getting shot at, they're gonna receive a call, so
Admiral Haydoff will be here shortly.
they haven't got the message yet. Bob was just the only one.
Broken through the base defenses.
No, impossible.
If we
You know,
go
flips
further,
out.
we die. We need to leave now.
I hate it when you're right.
Everything unravels from here.
Mm-hmm.
This next episode is really
You
good
all right?
too. It's short,
See,
it's really good.
they're friends now.
I see you rescued your friend Steve.
Where are you, Haydoff, so we can sell this once and for all?
A good admiral knows when to retreat, and unfortunately that time is
I like this. This is a nice comparison. Right now, they're both broken. Adolf and Bob are both like broken down. In the next episode,
Yeah.
Bob's just Admiral Haydoff just caused Bob to like become this alcoholic, or
Mhm.
even more raging alcoholic.
Wait. Come on. There's a shuttle on the North Landing pad. We may have failed in capturing Haydoff, but we can still take the space for the Republic. Come on, some of our men still need help in the
I
communications
missed
room.
them, Ron.
Send the
Yeah,
threats.
me
Come
too.
on, let's finish this.
But hey, at least Thrawn has his helmet for some reason. Which is a cool little Easter egg that I heard people were like shocked about in the Thrawn episode. I like that.
Well, he has grease, so it makes sense. He collects Clone Wars artifacts.
So I'll say he collects the important ones.
We almost got this, Bob.
I mean, if he knew about Sidious, his plan during the Clone Wars, you'd know about Fenrir. So it makes sense.
Hey, when you think about it, Bob is a defective clone, so maybe that's why his ship is already malfunctioning.
All of them are really defective,
Soldiers follow orders.
except for the planets, of course.
At one point, I wanted to do a scene where Bob finds out about the ship
Bob,
and
are you
removes it,
okay? I've
but
never seen you like this.
I don't see how it could work.
Combat stress. Aw, did the big bad Bob
Oh
have
yeah,
trouble
Gary's an
keeping
asshole.
combat
Everyone
stress
hated
or
him
have
during
you
this.
fallen
Remember that in
for
the
it?
live chat?
Gil, you feel
Mhm.
right to speak about
Everyone
this.
hated
Yeah,
him.
Steve's right. You don't understand how important those people who died today are just because you joined the team late.
Working with that little kid, that's how I,
Thanks for sticking with me.
Gary in the
You're welcome,
original
Bobby. Don't worry
series
about
would
Gary.
think of him
Just
now.
forget that.
Yeah. Like Bob's
Trooper, get us
sure
the
good
signal
soldiers
connection with
followers.
Coruscant. Yes, sir.
Good soldiers followers. Yeah. Like he's just like fighting against a ship. Yep. Bullhead, that is Rogue One music. Is God, I forget the song. I think it's called Your Father Would Be Proud. And I also love this scene. Setting up the usurper's order.
Gotta report that General Grievous is dead, and the Savages has ordered
You had us all wondering for like 2 years what was gonna happen after this.
possible.
I love the shock that he feels because he's like, holy shit, we lost.
This is not right. There's no possible way that we could have lost. The Separatist forces still outnumber the Republic clone army.
Yeah, I like how the Adolf doesn't accept that. It is true. The Separatists were far outnumbered.
Separatist warships in the surrounding area to deny that shutdown order and rendezvous at the designated location.
The Separatist alliance is over. What do you intend to do?
I intend to rebuild it myself with me as the new Supreme Commander. And we will create the new Separatist order.
Love that. A little foreshadowing.
Soldiers of the Republic, the war is over. General Grievous is dead.
Is that Central Republic?
Course,
Why does he look like
Jedi
that?
have turned against the
Do you think,
Republic
Steve
and
kind of would
attempted to
recognize Chancellor
overthrow
Puppy,
me
because he
in an
kind of is wearing the
assassination
same
attempt.
outfit that he does when
But I
he gets kidnapped
survived with a
Mhm.
minor disfigurement.
50 times.
From here on, all Jedi are now enemies of
It makes
the
sense why
Republic
Theron would have
and
put
must
trackers with
be
at
killed
least
on
Steve.
sight.
Yeah, to keep him safe from Palpatine.
Must become more
Yeah.
powerful to ensure safety. That is why, henceforth, the Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire, the strongest government in the galaxy. The Empire will provide peace and security to the galaxy. All clone units return to Coruscant at once.
Have you ever noticed? Before we go to the next episode, I'll skim back on my stream.
Do you think that means Jedi Skywalker?
The way the hologram fades out, it creates a silhouette of Darth Vader.
Does it really?
Yeah. This is a little Easter egg.
Oh shit, it does.
Yeah. Adriza looks similar to Darth Vader. Kind of foreshadow what's going on. This I got copyright for, which I probably should turn down. God, that scene looks animated so well. Fucking the 501st marching on. And there's probably my best episode to date, in my opinion.
Everything was right about that episode. Every animation.
How many of you guys are still crying in the chat, huh? One more episode. I never knew that, yeah. Yep. Saddest episode. Such a good episode, though. Alright, I'm gonna get started on the next
question. Why is Peter called Bleed of Dirt in the credits?
one. That was his original gamer tag. I basically just use everyone's Xbox gamer tags as their, like, internet alias. And that was before he switched it.
It's Mr. Oomph.
Yeah. What's the most viewed moment in this episode? I don't think it really shows, but, like, definitely the middle. The Order 66-bit. Yeah. Okay, probably the shortest episode of Steve the Clone Trooper.
6 minutes.
6 minutes, but it serves as an epilogue. That's why it's just going to be at the end of when I do my new Revenge of the Sith. But I do like the opening because it's different. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. It's gray to symbolize depression. That's smart. And also how, like, all color is just gone.
When one
because
chapter
it's-
begins, a new one, or when one chapter ends, a new one begins.
It's foreshadowing for Steve the Stormtrooper. Darkness.
Someone in my chat wants to know if you're gonna add the Mandalorian.
I've always thought about doing the Mandalorian. I would like to do it. The only way I would do the Mandalorian, well, I mentioned how I want to do that series where Steve and Bob are on Tatooine.
Yeah.
There would be an episode where the Din Djarin would have showed up, but I don't think that series is ever going to happen anymore.
Easy, you're still pretty messed up.
I still have Ender on my shelf like that, by the way.
Oh, with the arm
Yeah.
patch, nice.
Captain Ender, it's a good thing you're alive, because what would we do without my second in command?
Thanks, Lieutenant. I'm just lucky to be alive. Come on, Endo. Let's get you to the medical center.
This scene's really well animated too,
You two, Steve and Bob.
and the green screen's great.
Yeah.
Commander Cody wished to see
Oh, why is this asshole still alive?
Understood, Commander Fox. Come on, Steve.
He's getting rebuilt. Stronger, better, faster, stronger.
Commander Cody, what do you want to see us for?
I called you here because we just got word that Captain Rex
Are
was
you guys
killed on
sad the bro died? You gonna cry?
Piss your
Tom?
pants, maybe?
I
Shit.
wanted to let you two know since I'm aware that you were close colleagues.
We watched a water buff one today too.
Even though this war's over,
See? I'm taking reference from the books, how they thought Captain Rex is dead.
General Skywalker?
I like how Steve and Bob are like one of the few
right now, this is all confidential. I promise
clones
I'll
that actually
you another time.
Understood, Cody. Come
know
on, Steve.
Anakin's Vader. And one of the few times Empire Cody, because I gotta remove that scene now. Well, mostly the credit scene, where you see him in the Stormtrooper armor, but I could keep that, but yeah. Maybe I'll have a shot of Cody in the gray armor.
I think one of my customers probably already made that. You looking?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. If not, I'm just gonna make the scene black and white to be cheap.
Where is Padme? Is she safe?
Well, at least we found a way around that loophole.
Yeah.
You killed her.
I couldn't have. She was alive. I felt it.
This is straight from the comics, guys. By the way.
Yeah, straight from the movie. Then I adapted the comic scene, which was
Yeah.
really cool. So I like that scene from the opening of the comic.
You told me you could save.
Vader really could have killed him right then and
He
there.
really could have.
A different path. Padme is dead, my friend. Even the power of the dark side can't bring her back.
I just want to say it brings back good memories. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, F.E. Greninja. Fun fact, that picture you have as your profile picture is actually my picture on Xbox, because I love that picture of depressed Optimus Prime. Even though, yes, technically it's Jinrai from the, what is it? Not Headmasters. It's one of the Japanese Transformer shows. Comical version.
Blade belonged to another, a Jedi. You are a Sith. I realize this has been a traumatic time for you, but if you touch me with the Force again, I will finish what Kenobi.
Palpatine doesn't like being touched.
I do hope we never find ourselves in this position again. Rise, the great work must continue. You think of revenge. You wish to leave to find the source of all your pain. I can sense it. Set such feelings aside. Your personal vendettas pale.
We're deadly silent.
Yeah. This is a good scene. I like it.
I wish to show you something.
Oh.
Yeah, they definitely took him
General
out.
Skywalker?
They hinted at it, and I'm pretty sure
Sidious
they
should have
saw.
fucking killed Steve right there. But then again, he's just like, Steve doesn't matter anymore. I got what I wanted. Everything's dead. Who needs a Force-sensitive clone when I got Vader now? And then the montage scene. This is also going to be very different as well in the newer version.
I like how Newdell's there, but then he like defects and
Yeah, they need effects
Just
shortly
look good.
afterwards.
this new badass uniform.
Inquisitor kills a Jedi. Yes, Lord Vader.
The only times you can see the Inquisitors in my show.
Those who disobey and who commit treason will be exterminated. In this new time we live in, power is the only way to
See that, Cody? Yeah, that's different. I gotta get rid of that.
Fortunately.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a reference to my original series, but yeah, that's different. We're done! We watched all of Steve the Stormtrooper season, or goddamn, Steve the Clone Trooper season 2.
Oh, I can't wait to make you watch that. We're gonna watch the first.
I'm not gonna watch, I haven't watched the original ones in so long. I hate the originals. Only 2 voice actors in this episode. Sad.
That was a pretty good episode. These are some of the best. What's it called? Episodes of the
Yep.
series.
Oh, this was fun. I gotta do this again with like actual cast from my series. So cool. I need to do that. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. More
Alrighty.
podcasts.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, just
Yeah.
split this into 2 parts, but yeah. Alrighty, well, this was fun. Thanks, Ranty, for forcing me to do this.
I didn't hold the gun to your head. That
Yes.
I didn't do that.
Tragic. My life is pain. I will have to join your Discord server. Yeah, you can join the Discord server. It's kind of dead, but you know. Yep. All
Never
right.
meet
Any final words to say to the stream?
Subscribe to the cool guy. Subscribe to me.
So yeah, subscribe to him.
Have
He
a good
makes
night.
fan videos. Yep. All
Yeah.
right. Thanks for
We're
watching. See you
shitty.
all later then. And
Wait.
hopefully next episode coming out soon. Hopefully. All right. See you guys.